So this part is also in continuous with our previous part, armature reaction. So armature reaction, I am telling you, it is a very important part, and in this part I am also going to discuss about the armature reaction. So this you see here again, and whatever I have discussed in my lecture number 11. In my 11 part of the video, I have discussed about the armature reaction, and I was telling you that why we are avoiding the saturation. Saturation has some effect. This is your number of field turn and field current. It goes like this, and after that saturation starts. So this saturation should not come. This is your flux. And if saturation came, I told you what is the effect of saturation. So saturation effect is that once saturation came, what will happen? So saturation came means phi becomes constant. Phi is not changing because this value is changing. This is called MMF. MMF changes, but phi is not changing. So phi is not changing, so induced EMF E will be 0. And this value is increasing, current is increasing, so I square R will be more, and armature winding will have more heating effect, and that will produce your armature insulation may failure. That is why we are not allowing machine to go in saturation. So this part is also explained here. You can see magnetization or saturation curve. But this curve I have explained you. EA equal to this relation already I have derived this relation. K is armature constant, phi is flux, omega m is the mechanical speed of the motor. And here you see this is your field current and this is your armature induced EMF. This relation you see here, from this relation what will happen? So this is your 50% speed. Omega m is here 0.5. So if you put this value here, what will be the value of this EA? EA value will reduce. If this speed reduces, speed is less, then EA will be also less. And here it is full, then it is full value of armature voltage is produced here. This is called magnetization curve. As soon as you are decreasing the speed, suppose if your speed is like this, if your speed is, you may be like this. If your speed is here 0.75 omega m, then the voltage will be like this. And if a speed is further decreases, it will go. If speed you further decrease, if you make a speed 0, EA will be 0. The magnetization curve is obtained experimentally by rotating the DC machine at a given speed and measuring the open circuit armature terminal voltage as the current in the field winding is changed. So this experimental value you will, what is doing, this is your armature winding, this is your armature, this is your brushes, and what will we do, this side, this is two terminals, this terminal is open, and field, suppose I am giving here field, this field current IF is flowing. So IF slowly, what we do, slowly IF is increased, and this side is open. So the voltage in this machine is rotating, so voltage in this machine is noted using this relation. So machine is rotating at different speed, you are increasing this field is changing or increasing, so flux will also increase. So this flux will increase, speed is increasing, so EA will also increase here, and it can be recorded between these two terminals by applying a voltmeter. This is called open circuit voltage. If you connect here load, then current will start to flow, but at this time it is open circuit. So this is written here. You can also do the experiment based on this thing. So this is called magnetization curve for different speed 0.5 omega m. Suppose omega m is your 100 radian per second. So 0.5 means 50 radian per second. If omega m is 100 radian per second. So 0.5 omega means 50 radian per second. 0.75 omega m means 75 radian per second. And 100 radian per second. Three value you have chosen. So induced EMF in all these three value will be different. So this type of curve is obtained by doing practically experiment on the machine. Another magnetization curve represent the saturation level in the magnetic system of the DC machine for various value of excitation MMF. So various value of excitation MMF value, what is the meaning? Means we have to check saturation level of magnetic system. Means for what type of MMF, means number of turn multiplied by the current, what is the value of number of turn multiplied by armature current, that will give you saturation in the magnetic field. Saturation for different types of materials or different type of magnetic circuit. Suppose some magnetic circuit, this will go linear here and after that start saturation. Another's maybe it will give linearly like this, then start saturation. So this position means up to this position it is okay. You can change your number of turn multiplied by current. So saturation is not occurring there, but for this machine only this portion you will apply and after that saturation starts. That is why written here represent the saturation level in the magnetic circuit of the DC machine for various values of excitation. Means excitation MMF. Different type of excitation MMF we are giving to the machine and we are noting at what value of the MMF this machine is coming under the saturation. So this part we have to keep in mind. Saturation should not occur. So you have already studied this thing in your first year class that saturation should not occur. Saturation should not occur. Why saturation should not occur? So I have given you here two very important things that a machine should not go under the saturation. One important thing is if machine goes under saturation, the flux becomes constant. This flux becomes, I am repeating this part so many times, this flux becomes constant, and once flux becomes constant, induced EMF d phi by dt, Faraday law, becomes 0. So you are applying energy, you are giving energy, but you are not getting any output. Once induced EMF is 0, so armature power, what will be the value of armature power? Because this EA is 0, so it will be also 0. Means you are giving energy, but you are not taking any output. So where this energy will go? This energy somewhere has to go, because we are giving the energy and we are not taking any output. So this much energy will go into the machine heating effect, and more heating effect will cause the armature winding insulation to break. And once the insulation of the winding break, suppose this is your winding and this insulated winding, the insulation breaks, the short circuit, and one is there, another is also in contact with this, another is also in contact. So all this will go in short circuit condition and machine get burned. So to avoid this condition, we are not allowing the machine to go in saturation. So three effects: flux is constant, induced EMF will be 0, power developed will be 0, and the energy will lose in the form of heat, and machine insulation may get damaged, and it may happen that your machine get burned. So these are the effects of the saturation. In question it may be asked, discuss the effect of, may be asked question like that, discuss the effect of saturation on DC machine. May be asked like that question. We discuss the effect of saturation on DC machine. So whatever I have told you, like mathematical relation and other relation, you have to write all those things. So this saturation I have told in this 4 type of videos. Okay, what are the first part I have discussed like this, the classification of DC machines. After that I have discussed the armature reaction effect. Then I am talking about the magnetization and saturation. So what are the armature effects that I have discussed already? The effect of armature field on main field is called armature reaction. Again I am telling, the effect of armature field on main field is called armature reaction, and it has 3 parts I have told you: distortion effect, a strengthening effect, and flux weakening. Main field flux can be weakened also. So these are the 3 effects that I have discussed in detail in part of 11th part of my video. So okay, thank you. Fine. Next I will see the equations of, next our content will be I will discuss the equations of DC machines. What are the different types of equation? Power flow and efficiency, torque, speed characteristic, and starting means this whatever I am covering, these are the 2 units in fact covering. 3rd and 4th I am discussing. So equations I will discuss later on, okay, how equations of a DC machines are related, terminal voltage and armature voltage, armature resistance, armature current, all have a relation that I will discuss using the Kirchhoff current law and Kirchhoff voltage law.